Alright, so welcome back, and we have a little bit of a treat for you since the Nascent Indrik event is still going on. It began October 18th. It will continue to go until January 2nd. We are currently in the Undaunted event. And the current feather is the Onyx feather. It's a beautiful black feather with a red center at the red center tip. Wow, I can't talk. And I might sneeze. Sorry. It is cold. It is very cold around here. If my character would load, that would be beautiful. That would be absolutely beautiful. Why are you being a pain in the ass? I just want to do this. There we go, finally. Sounds like my kids are having fun. Alright, so we first had the emerald, then we had the gilded, now we have the onyx feather. Now, I have already collected the onyx feather because I had a few tickets left over from the first event, and by a few I mean I already had either 4 or 6 actually when I started the Clockwork City event. So it didn't actually take me very long to get the gilded one, so I just kept going with it. And collected up enough feathers that I could go ahead and get the onyx feather. I do believe that you actually have to do dungeons to get the onyx feather, and since it is very rare for me to actually go around in a group and do dungeons, yeah, I wanted to make sure that I didn't get, screwed over for this one. I'm actually going to pull up the information about it because I don't remember the details about the current event and I would like to share it with you. Where is it at? Undaunted Celebration Event, November 29th through December 5th, which means I believe that the current event only goes until Wednesday. The last one went for about like a week. To earn tickets during the Undaunted Celebration event, you must complete a dungeon, normal or veteran. You will receive 3 event tickets from the final boss of the first dungeon you complete. In addition to normal rewards, you don't have to be in a random dungeon LFG group to earn your event tickets. Meaning you can actually pick your dungeon from the listed areas, or you can go to your map and do it that way. So, yeah, you do have to do a dungeon. However, considering that this goes for, let's see, why can't I do numbers right now? Yeah, so it still goes for 6 days, I think. Yeah, 6 or 7 days, whatever. You can get a total of like 21 tickets from this event. Because if you get 3 tickets from each boss that you get per day, because they said the same thing about, you get 2 for the first Oh, why can't I think and talk at the same time? You get 2 tickets for the first quest that you would turn in for the Clockwork City event, so it's the same thing with this one. You get 3 tickets for the first dungeon boss. The first final... Oh my god. The first dungeon that you complete where you kill the boss, you will get 3 tickets each day. So, 3 times 6... you've got 18, and if it's 7, then you get 21. So you can get either 18 or 21 tickets from this, meaning you will have enough to, if you're still missing a ticket, you can get that. If you're not, well, then you can save up enough for the next one and do with it like I did with the current. Okay, so I doubt anybody in the guild's on. Hey, there's a surprise. This is a very familiar sight. Most of the Old Crows is a local guild made of people from the town that we actually live in, and yeah, ironically, the guild master, our roommate, and his cousin, and his brother are pretty much the only people that are ever active, and her. Lindsay's pretty active too. Oh, she was actually online an hour ago. It's depressing, because it would have been really cool to run into her. And nobody's on in that one. And nobody's on in that one. Wow, nobody in any of the 3 guilds are active. That's fucking lame. Okay. Alright. Ignore the bubbling sound. I am not going to ignore my hookah just for the sake of a broadcast. It's beautiful, and blah, 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 blah. I know you don't really care. Banish cells is a pain in the ass. What the fuck? That's not what I'm looking for. That's not what I'm looking for. And that's not what I'm looking for. Where's it at? I saw it on the thing. Nah. I don't know what I saw. Okay, that's fine. I don't know where it was. That's fine. It's not fine, but it's fine, because we're gonna say it's fine. We're gonna say that it's fine. Maybe, no, I did see it. I did see it. Yeah, it was dead center. Of course I didn't find it because of that. Yeah, but see, that's a group plus dungeon. Fuck. I wanted to at least try and start something so that I could show you. Oh, Tempest Island. Fuck you very much. I'm gonna hate myself for doing this. I'm really gonna hate myself for doing this. There's no way in hell, by the way, that I can do this on my own, and I have no expectation of being able to do it. I just want to show you the gist of what you're supposed to be doing for the current event. Yeah. Since, my luck, I already know I'm not going to find a group that I can join up with so that I can even do any of this. It's an obnoxious pain in the ass. So, this is the starting area for the City of Ash dungeon. And, blah, 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 blah. Should be here with a bunch of people. I'm not, because I'm dumb, and I'm gonna do something that I shouldn't, which is, you know, starting a dungeon without a group of people. Yeah, this is actually the one that we did with Derek's brother and cousin the other day. Oh, fuck. Yep, not gonna, yep. Like I said, I know I can't do this on my own. It's okay. It's dumb. I shouldn't be trying to do this. Anyways, so you go through each section and you get down to the final boss. You kill the final boss, and if it's the first dungeon that you've done that day, then you will be able to collect 3 tickets for that day for completing that dungeon. This one, there's quite a few bosses in it, actually. The City of Ash is a pain in the ass. It's also very easy to miss areas, so if you do decide to do this one, try and pay attention. Because, like, we thought we had finished it, and we do this every single time that we do this dungeon. We thought we had finished it. Come to find out, we had not. Woo! So yeah, eventually you'll get down to, you know, the center of this.
Ready. Fire.
And I do believe down here is where you get the quest for this one. So yeah, a lot of fun. A lot of fun. We've tried getting to the other side of that, and we were not successful. Which I don't understand why, but we were not successful. But yeah, this is City of Ash. We're gonna get out of this area since, like I said, we're not actually going to be able to do this one. Because I don't have a party with me. And for anyone who's wondered, to my knowledge, no, unlike the other one, doing delves, to my knowledge, won't suffice. But we're going to test this out just for shits and giggles, because there is a dungeon, a delve boss in each delve, so we're going to test this out just for S's and G's. So if you're not able to find a group so that you can actually do, you know, a standard dungeon for the Undaunted, we are going to test out the question as to whether or not a delve will pass for those of you like me who don't have the common luck of going into a dungeon for the sake of what you're supposed to be doing. Alright, so we're going to do Del's Claim Delve and test it out with this. Not one of my favorite delves, but it will suffice for what we're trying to do. Alright. I believe that the area that we're looking at is either here or here for the boss. So we're going to... Okay, so this is a drop down area. So let's either take the long way this way or take the long way this way. So we're gonna go right and do it the way that they want us to. Yeah, come on. Come on. Come on. Should have spread it out more. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Well, damn. I didn't think I would actually end up in a group during this. Cool. Hello. Fair warning, you're in the middle of a broadcast. Okay, so... let's see if we can get further down through this so that we can test out whether or not the little theory is correct about the current event. Okay, so we're going to go this way.
Sorry, I couldn't find them off.
You're good. I'm trying to test out whether or not the lack of group option works with this event. So since currently we are in the Undaunted event, 3 out of 4 for the Nascent Indrik mount, for those, you know, who can't find a party to be able to do the massive dungeons. I'm curious as to whether or not the final boss that you're supposed to get in Delves will suffice. So I'm hoping to find that out.
I honestly haven't know how to talk about. I'm fairly newbie, so just tell me what you need.
Who's there? Just getting to the good part.
I think this is the boss of this delve. Okay, well, maybe. Let's hope it's not, because that didn't get squat. Okay, so next section leads out this way. Well, so far it's not looking like it's turning out the way that I'd hoped. Because the event goes till, I believe, Wednesday. It runs for either 6 or 7 days, so if it runs for 6, then you can get a total of 18 tickets for the current event. If it runs for 7, then you can get 21, which means that you can get 2 sets of tickets from the current event, just like they did with the Clockwork City one. Which is how I already had enough to get the current feather, which was very helpful. Okay, so we want to go here and find the center that way. I'd have thought. Poop. Center area, and I'm not seeing another. Sorry, not seeing another. Yeah, that was a sneeze. Sorry. Yeah, it's really cold, and yeah, my system does not like the cold at all.
I just realized you'd be in about to go into winter right now.
That what?
You'd be about ready to go into winter right now.
I still couldn't catch what you said.
You'd be going into winter at the moment.
Still not catching it.
I just realized you'd be going into winter.
Oh, yes. Yes, we are. Yes, we've already had a little bit of snow, good bit of ice, and I keep hearing from other people at work that, you know, we're supposed to have weather in the up in the 50s this weekend, and I don't believe it. If anything, I believe that's going to mean that we're going to end up with a lot of frozen rain. Because it'll probably get up to that, and then the temperature is going to drop because it'll rain, and then it'll end up being freezing rain. So the fact that everybody's excited about the temperature being higher, I don't understand why they're excited about this.
Because it sucks to be fucking cold.
True. Very true.
Case in point, your horrid cough.
Yeah, it's also like, because I just quit smoking after getting up to like smoking half a pack a day.
So are you at the period like about a month after smoking?
More like less than a week.
Wait for the month period. It's when your cilia should start to kick back in.
Yeah,
That'll be good fun.
yeah, this is like my 8th time quitting.
Ah,
And I typically cold turkey it, which is a pain in the ass, because usually it turns me into a cunt for like a week or two.
yeah. With no substitutes?
I've got tobacco shisha for my hookah, so long as it's used with moderation, then it's fine.
That's not too bad.
And get the tobacco free here soon. Well, it looks like my theory about the delves was not correct. They did not make it single party friendly. So, as for the broadcast, I'm sorry to disappoint all of you, but you have been shown what to do and also what not to do, and good luck!